Well, hey guys, it's Pastor Mark from Messiah. I just wanted to share a little bit of sort of pastor ponderings with you as I kind of was reflecting over Scripture and one of my favorite Scripture stories. But before we get into that, it's been stressful these last couple weeks, hasn't it? I don't know if you've been quarantined in your home. I'm pretty sure you have, but I don't know how that's been for you. As I talk to people, I think we were all experiencing it just a little bit differently. Some of you are like me. You have chaos around you all the time at home. I have 3 children that are 5 and under. 2 of them are twins that are 18 months old. And it is loud and crazy all the time. Right? Some of you, though, maybe have the opposite extreme. Maybe you long for a little chaos in your life as I long for a little solitude in mine. Maybe you're feeling isolated and alone and kind of wondering where God is in all of this. But I think we all feel the pressure that we have to live our life the right way, because if we don't live our life the right way, then we're going to end up hurting somebody, right? And it's good, right, to follow rules, to use social distancing, to care for our neighbors. I'm not saying don't try to do that, but we feel that pressure, and sometimes that pressure can be overwhelming, right? Are you staying far enough back in the grocery store? Right? Are you maintaining proper distance? Are you wearing your mask when you should be wearing your mask? Are you wearing your mask properly? All those things are a little kind of scary and overwhelming, right? Are you able to work good enough from home? Like, is your boss okay with you? There's all sorts of pressure we put on ourselves to live the right way. Well, in Luke chapter 19, we meet somebody by the name of Zacchaeus. You might know him as the wee little man who climbed into the sycamore tree if you grew up in the church and knew a couple Sunday school songs. But he was a chief tax collector. He didn't have his life together. And Jesus comes to his town, and as we know, for the Lord he wanted to see, so he climbs up in the sycamore tree. Nobody wanted anything to do with him. He wasn't living his life the way he was supposed to. His life was a mess. He was the chief tax collector. All God's people, the religious elite, couldn't stand him because he wasn't living his life the right way. Yet when his Lord, when Jesus comes, right, it doesn't say work better, do better. Listen to what he says to Zacchaeus as Zacchaeus is in that tree. He says, "Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, for I must stay at your house today." Jesus doesn't say clean up your life and come down. Jesus says, I want to stay in your house today. No matter how crazy it is, no matter how isolating it is, Jesus says, in the mess of your life, I want to come stay with you today. Right? He takes our messes, and his power is perfect in our weakness, and he comes to us. He comes to you and me. And of course, Zacchaeus receives him joyfully, and all the other people are like, how could Jesus do this? But that's the nature of our God. He comes to us in mess, not with an order to work harder or live better, but with a word of forgiveness and grace and love. So whether you're isolated in your home by yourself, or you're just feeling overwhelmed with life, whatever you're going through right now, Jesus comes to you and he says, I must stay in your house today. And he surrounds you with his forgiveness and his grace. And he promises that he'll carry you through. So remember, you and I often are like Zacchaeus. But Jesus comes to us and he says, I must stay in your house today. And he's with you. All right, thanks for tuning in today. We'll have a few more of these later on as this continues, but just know that God is with you.